This tutorial is all about creating immersive video in Unity. We'll talk about making the skybox into a 360 video or a stereoscopic video, but I also want to go one step further and talk about how to create an inverted sphere. So say you wanted like a world inside of another world. There's only one skybox. Maybe you could like create another scene and go into that scene and do it that way. But I learned about this inverted sphere move and I just wanted to share it. Here is a sphere with flipped normals, and like whenever you go inside of it, it's what you can see around you. And this is a 360 image. This is an inverted sphere here, and when you go inside of it, all you can see around you is that video. And then last, this is a plane, and you can like go around it and see it on the other side. And this is supposedly a stereoscopic video, meaning that it has a sort of like three-dimensional quality to it. I'm not totally sold on that, even though it looks like a side-by-side stereoscopic video. The one I downloaded looks like that. It doesn't really have that three-dimensional effect, but it could just be like the perspective from which you look at these videos, I think matters. So I don't know, but I'll show you how to do that. First, let's talk briefly about how you get these videos and how you make them. So just to test things out, you could go to Adobe Stock and download a 360 video from them. You can also purchase the license to one if you really, really like it and you want to use it in your project. This is an example of a stereoscopic video. It's side by side, and there are ones that are up and down or something like that. So there's two different types of stereoscopic videos. Immersive video, I think, applies to both stereoscopic and 360, but the term spatial video just applies to the stereoscopic video. So spatial video actually has like dimensional qualities to it. A 360 video is still going to look 2D, but it's going to be immersive because it's encompassing the entire space around you. So just keep that in mind whenever you're deciding what you want to do. So in order to create these videos here, apparently the iPhone 15 has the capabilities of recording this type of video. There's a way to record it in your Oculus headset as well. I'll provide the link to this in the video description. By capturing video from MetaQuest 2 headsets as well, basically it'll use both of the left and right lenses to capture the video, but you have to enable that feature. If you go to enable developer mode here and just start at the top, you have to create a developer organization, or if you're in my class, use mine. I'm just going to click on the link there and create an organization, name your organization, click understand, click submit, and get that done and out of the way. And then after you do that and verify your account, you would enable developer mode on the Oculus app. So you'd go to menu, devices, head settings, and when your headset is linked to your device, your mobile device, it'll have that developer mode option. So you just like check that. And then from there, you can get side quest. At least this is how I did it. So the way that it worked for me is I downloaded SideQuest on my desktop, but I also ended up having to download it on the headset too. Keep that in mind. And then once you've got that developer account, developer mode, the organization, all of that maze, and you've downloaded SideQuest and you've downloaded it on your headset, bit of a thing, you can go to this here and run ADB commands and do custom command. And then this here, you basically just run the commands on this site. And cool, so you go down to stereoscopic capture, and you can just copy the lines one by one. I'll just go ahead and do it here. Command complete. So my headset is tethered to my PC right now, so it's working. If you don't see command complete, then double check to make sure you did everything. It looks like this is the same as this one. So whatever, I'll just do it again just in case. So like after you do all that, then you just go into your headset and you click on that camera icon. And whenever you record a video, you can go in and see the recorded video. And if the images are a side-by-side image, then you've recorded stereoscopic footage. While recording that footage, don't get close to anything. You want to like keep your distance. And this is the same for 180 videos. If you're recording for 180, you want to keep your distance from objects. And you want to stabilize. That is a little overview on how you might get these videos. So let's assume you have the videos and go into Unity and make them immersive. So I am in Unity and I just disappeared the video players and stuff that I had, so we can start over. The one thing that I want you to have before watching this is just make sure you have all of your XR stuff, or your XR interaction manager, your XR origin, the left and right hands in the movement. So before watching this, go to Unity VR Basics 2023 by Fistful of Shrimp. And I'm not going to recreate these videos because this person already did it perfectly. Make sure you watch Input System and VR Hands and Continuous Movement. I'm just going to create a new folder in my Assets folder. Foundational Videos 2, because I already made one. In this folder, I'll just drag and drop the videos that I want to play with. Okay, and yeah, you can sort of click on them and preview them down here. I just converted to a floating window. We're gonna have to make materials for these videos. In my materials folder, I made spatial video materials, and here we're just gonna go create render texture, 360 RT for render texture. Right here in size, this size has to be the same as the video. So if you go back to where your video is, and this is for like 361, and go to source info, and it should show you your pixels. So it's 2048 by 1080. So 2048 by 1080, and go back to your render texture and just put it here. And then let's just do another render texture for the stereoscopic. So I'm just going to put stereo render RT for render texture. Do the same thing that you did for the 180. You just click on your video and go to source info. And next to pixels, it's you just kind of write this down because it's short-term memory, but 3040 by 1080. Then stereo RT size is going to be 3840 by 1080 for me, different for you. So you see they're different size. And then you just have to create a material for both of them. So we'll start with the 180 material. You need to go to shader and type in panoramic, and so this is a panoramic material. This texture here, you just drag your 360 render texture onto that little space here. Keep the mapping longitude layout for right now 360 degrees. You can also choose 180 degrees if you want it to be like a half sphere. This is none, but for our stereoscopic video, it'll be a side-by-side. If you have an over or under stereoscopic, you'll choose that. And then we're done with that. So you need 3 things to make immersive video material. You need the render texture, the material, and the video player. So let's go into our hierarchy, right click and go to video and video player. And I'll just do video player 360. And here we just need to drag in that video clip. So in our spatial videos, go and drag it over. Play on awake is checked. And you may want to loop it. Here, the render mode, you want it to be render texture if we're applying it to the skybox. Target texture will be 360 render texture. For now, let's just put it horizontally, but we may want to change that later. Okay, cool. And so the very last thing in order for this to work is go to lighting. So I already have lighting pulled up, but you just need to go to Windows, Rendering, Lighting, and it should pop up, and I just like put it over next to the inspector. And then go into environment, and on the skybox material you can click next to it, select your 360 material, which should be this one, and press play, and let's see if it works. Cool, so it's working. And this is the game view with VR, so I'm just gonna hop in real quick and see. So yeah, it's working really well. It's totally immersive. It looks really cool. I've got a plane, a teleportation area set up so that I can potentially move around. But if you don't have this plane here, you would just see it all around you. All right, next up, let's turn the skybox into our stereoscopic videos. So going back into the materials folder with my spatial video materials here, we've already made our stereo render texture. So just create a new material, or just copy and paste your 360 material, relabel that stereo material. And when you click on this in the inspector, click on your new material and drag that stereo render texture over. Let's go ahead and do a 180 degrees for this one. Our 3D layout, for me, it's side by side, but you might have it over under. Make sure your material is panoramic for this one as well. So we're good to go there. And then we need to make another video player. Check that one off because you don't want them both playing at the same time, but I'm going to copy and paste it. And I'll check the new one on, and I'm going to retitle this from video player stereo. Clicking in, I believe all you need to do here is just change the video clip to your side by side, and then the target texture needs to be the stereo texture. Make sure render mode is render texture. Cool, that's all done. Save your work, go into lighting, and in the skybox material, we are just going to grab or drop, actually, I'm going to grab and drop it there. And everything looks pretty good, so let's just play it. The ground is totally in the way, so I'm going to just come over here to where I've got my ground. I'm calling it teleportation area. And in the inspector of my teleportation area, which I actually do still want to move around on, but I just don't want to see it. In the materials, I already made a material that's see-through for another video, so I'm just going to apply that one. So yeah, here's my clear material, surface type transparent, and I'm just going to drag and drop it. So yeah, that's all it is, was just like making a transparent material, put it with alpha value down to 0, and base color is white. So now like I can still walk around on this surface, like and teleport and stuff. But I can also see through it, and I can see the full video, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's play it now and see if it works. Ooh, okay, so yeah, there it is. Yeah, wow, this is really cool looking. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So it's sort of lacking that 3D feel, although it's got a little bit of it. I think maybe I can just have a better video. But wow, it feels so massive. Like it actually feels like I'm in space right now a little bit. And then you could like turn the rest of the so let's say you created an inverted sphere, you could make the rest of the skybox into space as well, and really get that add like 3D objects to your video lens. So yeah, let's go into creating inverted spheres now.